Cigars has been open 20 years ago, 21 probably, now 1998. And we have now 8 locations. The owner of the Havana Castle is a best friend of my husband, and that's how we got into Havana Castle ourselves. So we decided to have our own Havana Castle shop. I've been working here 2 years now. Full-time I started a year ago. The year before I was helping my husband on the weekends because I had my full-time job. And on the weekends, when I was here, I really enjoyed working here. I really enjoyed interaction with the customers, learning about cigars more, and just atmosphere was totally different what I was doing it. And then we kind of decided that I will quit my job, give a notice, and just move on our business. From my place where I used to live, we also have mountains, which is my father's great parents had farms and houses. Every year after school was over, we were taken there to spend our summertime there. So I have awesome memories of me playing and growing up in my father's great parents' house. They had farms of the vegetables and fruits, citruses, wineries, and I grew up and I remember the smell of tobacco because they had a tobacco farm too. And that barn that we go and we were hiding because we didn't have the games that people have now, the young generation. We were playing outdoors, a lot outdoors, hide and seek and stuff, so we were hiding there too. And I remember that smell of tobacco. I don't want to get into the politics, but I cannot go. So literally, my house, my picture on the walls, my little dolls, everything that I lived through, we had to leave behind and leave the country. I have goosebumps talking. It's very hard for me to talk because it's like somebody's kicking you out from your house. Immigration is not easy. It doesn't matter where you move. You just leave everything behind, and you have to just adjust, adopt the other people's cultures and all of that. It's a mentally little bit difficult. You know, I miss a lot my town. I miss a lot my neighbors, the kids that I was playing with, my classmates, my relatives, and all that I do miss a lot. We decided to immigrate to Canada, yeah? And then I never had a goal of oh, I gotta have my, the tobacco store or whatever. Absolutely not. It just, as I said, we got into, a few years ago actually, my husband got into helping his best friend who was in this business. And then we decided why not to do it, because first of all, my husband enjoyed it very much. And then me helping him, I enjoyed it too. So it just happened out of just, nowhere, pretty much. So it wasn't a decision to come here and open the tobacco store, absolutely not. It just, the life brought it. Life brought it up. I definitely enjoy what I'm doing right now. I learned more about cigars. When I was a kid, I didn't know. It just was my family's farms. That's what it is, and you just grew up with it. And they had lots of different farms. And it's just funny that I'm in this business, selling cigars. So yeah, I actually enjoy the atmosphere here, that every customer leaves this store and they're happy because they came to buy something that it's gonna make them happy, and that makes me also happy. The stories that they have, they like to share, and it just the customer service dealing with the people and helping them. I have a lot of customers that are actually getting into cigar, that they would like to know more about it, and me helping them and just educating a little bit and just engagement with the customers. I really enjoy that, to tell them a little bit of stories about some cigars come from some different parts of the world, and what's the difference from one to another, and why they're so different from the colors and the flavors and all that. And just sometimes conversations carry on for 20-30 minutes and they leave so excited, and sometimes they say, oh my god, I learned so much about it, and I'm happy. Me being in tobacco business, it's just, I find the relationship there, a good relationship and good memories of my childhood. My family having the farm, of course, I would say my great parents who had a farm. I unfortunately never met them. I only remember the smell of the tobacco barns, I call it, where they were keeping the tobacco leaves, where they're hanging them and drying them. That's my memory of. It's a sweet, nice, good memory of just the place itself. Here, it's just, I started learning more about it, and I got interested in more to know about it, what my ancestors pretty much were doing it. I learned when I grew up, pretty much, when I was like adult rather than when I was a child. We're just continuing some kind of legacy that my great parents started in the other continent. And we brought it here, so it's a destiny. I think it's just a destiny, which is great.